See, in the last class, we had discussed about the last call system. Okay, the last call system is also known as a Erlang, first Erlang system. Okay, last call system is also known as a Erlang first equations. Okay, for developing this last call system, we have made some assumptions. What is the pure chance assumptions, and statistical equilibriums, and fully availability, and then calls that encode the conjunction are lost. Okay, this assumption we are getting the Erlang's first equations. Okay, see, in the external exam they will ask derive an expression for the first Erlang, means we should write this last call systems. Okay, clear? See, as usual, we in the previous classes, what do you mean by pure chance we have discussed? Okay, it means that all the arriving and all the termination calls are independent variables. And similarly, statistical equilibriums, it means that it will be remain unchanged. That will be processed of the process to unchanged till up to the period. And then fully availability means all the lines are connected to the free outgoing links. It means that all the lines will be connected to the other outgoing free links. Means fully availability means all the lines having the separate path. It means that. Okay, and then call that encode conjunction the last. It means that the basis on the which call last system are classified. Okay, how many calls will be lost in the particular time duration, how many calls will be get connected during the conjunction period. Okay, that we have made the assumption for deriving this last call system. It is also called as a first Erlang. As usual, we are considering the x number of progress calls. Okay, we know that p of x is the number of call progress. That equation will get ax by x factorial into p of 0. Okay, we'll get this equation from the previous assumptions. Okay, suppose the number of calls will be vary from 0 to n. Okay, the x is 0 is less than of x and less than of n is nothing but the x number of calls, the progress calls. Progress call is nothing but arriving calls. The progress call is nothing but it is a arriving call. That will be varied from 0 to n. Then this equation should be equal to 1. The x will be varied from 0 to infinity. Then we can write the summation of x is equal to 0 to n. P of x is equal to 1. Okay, what is p of x? P of x is equal to, you know that already. P of x is equal to ax by x factorial of p of 0. Okay, in the same equation, I will get this equation means suppose you put p of k is equal to 1 means the next transition p of 1 is equal to a to the power of n by 1 factorial into p of 1 0 will get it. After p of 2 you do p of 2 put k is equal to, then p of 2 is equal to a to the power of 2 by 2 factorial into p of 1. Again you substitute p of 1 is equal to p of ax a to the power of 1 by x factorial into p of 1. Like that you can go increasing to the call progress till up to x numbers. Then finally we'll get general equation we'll get from the x call progress, that is p of x is equal to ax a to the power of x by x factorial into p of 0. Okay, using that equations we are calculating the p of 0. What is the value for the p of 0? That's why the p of x should be equating to the 1, but x will be varied from 0 to n. Okay, then substituting in this equation p of x equating to 1. Okay, then summation of x is equal to 0 to n. What is p of x? P of x is equal to a to the power of x by x factorial into p of 0. And this part is there now. Summation of x is equal to 0 to n x by x factorial there, that will be taken to the LHS side. Then the p of 0 is equal to 1 divided. See, the p of 0 is equal to 1 divided by summation of x is equal to 0 to n into x by x factorial. X by x factorial. Okay, this is the equation. Now you know that p of 0. Okay, then you substitute this p of 0 in equation number 1. Okay, we can see here the p of 1 is equal to the p of 0. This is a p of 0. Now p of 0 is equal to 1 divided by summation of x is equal to 0 to n a to the power of x by x factorial. That will be substituted in the equation number 1. Then the p of x is equal to ax by x factorial divided by summation of x is equal to 0. Summation of k and x both are the next progressing calls. Correct now? That's k is equal to 0 to n into a to the power of k by k factorial. Okay. Why I'm choosing here k means the both this numerator will be same. Now that's why for differentiate with numerators, that's why I'm taking the another terminology. There is a k. The k also will be vary from 0 to n. The k and x both are same, but I'm taking it for different way to writing these expressions. That's why the k also will be vary from 0 to some n number of calls. Okay, the equation number 2. See the equation number 2 will be represented with p of x. The p of x is equal to a to the power of x by x factorial divided by summation of k is equal to 0 to n a to the power of k by k factorial. K is also will be the number of there is a call progressing. Okay, this is the equation number 2. Clear? Any doubt regarding this?
No, sir.
Then we should also calculate the grade of the services. Okay, the grade of service will be represented by the Erlang's first equation, otherwise first Erlang distributions. Here, suppose the number of calls is equal to n. Suppose I'm taking example when number of call progress should be equal to n. Then what is the p of n? Is the probability of the n number of call arriving that all the call will be encounter the conjunction. Encounter the conjunction is nothing but there is no conjunction because the number of calls and number of lines both are same is nothing but there is no conjunction in the particular telephone telecommunication traffic. Okay, by using that, what is the grade of services? Initially, we have discussed the grade of services is equal to number of calls should be lost divided by the total traffic offered in a given busy hour in a given time period. Okay, based on that equation, we calculate the grade of services. Then same thing you applied here also. The B is nothing but the grade of services. Okay, then the B, the grade of service is also represented by the first Erlang distributions. A is nothing but that is a traffic. A is nothing but is a traffic that is equal to a to the power of n by n factorial because x is equal to n. We are considering number of calls, number of lines, number of progressing calls. There should be a number of trunks lines. Both are same. That's why the Erlang's distribution, first Erlang distribution will be represented by B. That is equal to a to the power of n by n factorial divided by summation of k is equal to 0 to the power of n ak by k factorial, a to the power of k by k factorial. This is the equation number 3 is there. This is the equation number 3 is representing the first Erlang distribution equation for the last call systems. Okay, don't confuse in the theory exam. They will call derive an expression of the last call system is nothing but you should write the first Erlang distribution system only. Otherwise, sometime what happen? To derive an expression for first Erlang distribution is nothing but you should write the last call system, derivation of the last call system. Both are same only. Don't confuse that. Clear about this one? Any doubt? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Say sir, no.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, till up to we are discussed in the previous class. Next we go for the next topic. Continue of this one only. They given some example here. Okay, example is nothing problems. Okay, the problem statement is given here. The calculate, the first should be calculate the last of traffic. Okay, and then second one is the GOS is given by 4 switches arranged in a full availability group, and then the traffic will be offered in the particular line will be E. There is the explanation about the problem. Once again, I repeat the problem. Calculate that lost traffic and the grade of services given by 4 switches. The 4 switches means 4 number of lines. It's nothing but 4 trunk lines. Okay, in a fully availability group, when offered 0.53 Erlangs, they will given traffic offered will be a 0.53. Okay, we should calculate the grade of services. We know that formula. The first Erlang's formula is the E1n. 1 is nothing but Erlangs. Okay, E1n is nothing but Erlang of a is equal to a to the power of n by n factorial divided by summation of k is equal to 0 to n and a to the power of k by k factorial. Here A is given. What is the traffic offered by this given problem is a is equal to 0.53 and number of lines, number of switches is nothing but number of trunk lines they will provide for this group, that is equal to 4. Okay, again you substitute the here n is equal to 4 and a is equal to 0.53. Okay, k is equal to 0 to n. K is equal to 0 to means 0 to 4. Okay, see like that you should write. Okay, the a to the power of k by k factorial is there. Now that should be written by a to the power of 1 by a. What is a? 0.53 to the power of 1 by 4 factorial plus sorry, a to the power of 1 by 1 factorial plus a to the power of, what is a is equal to 0.53 to the power of 2 by 2 factorial plus 0.53 to the power of 3 by 3 factorial plus a to the power of 4 by 4 factorial. Like that, you should write that this equation. Okay, summation of, there is a summation of k is equal to 0 to a to the power of k by k factorial is there. Now you should write like this. Okay, number of line will be a 4 from 0 to 3. Total will be a 4 lines will be there. So number of lines will be 4 means 1, 2, 3, 4. Otherwise, you can consider 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. A to the power of 0 is equal to 1. The first one will be a 1 plus 0.53 to the power of 1 divided by 1 factorial plus 0.53 power of 2 by 2 factorial plus 0.53 power of 3 by 3 factorial. You do the like this, you will get this denominator values. And then numerator's value, as usual, a to the power of n by n factorial. N is a 4. A to the power of means 0.53 to the power of 4 by 4 factorial. You will get the numerator value. Okay, divided by numerator by divided by denominator, you will get the grade of service is equal to 0.0017. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು? Clear about this one?
Yes, sir.
See, very simple. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ the first numerator part ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, there is a n by n factorial. A is what? 0.53. Power of n is equal to 4 divided by n factorial means 4 factorial. 4 factorial ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರೀತೀವಿ? 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. There is a numerator part. Again, in coming to the denominator, summation of k is equal to n. Okay, 0 to n. N is equal to 4. Okay, k is equal to 0 to 4. How to write this denominator equation means that should be equal to the first value. N is equal to 4. The 4 means the n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. There is a 4 values will be there. Then you should write a to the power of 0 by 0 factorial. Okay, a to the power of 0 will be a, what? A to the power of 0 will be a 1 only. 1 by 0, anything will be divided by 0 will get 0. 0 or infinity. 0 by something means that will be go to infinity. Correct now? Dear students. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Correct
Yes,
now?
sir.
Okay, that will get 0. Then after that, the coming to the next value will be k is equal to 0 to n. Okay, 0 to n is equal to 4. The next value will be a 1. Correct now? After 0, next will be a 1. A to the power of 1 divided by 1 factorial. Okay, a to the power of 1 is nothing but a is equal to 0.53 to the power of 1. You will get 0.53 divided by 1. Factorial will be a 1. You will get 0.53. Then plus. Then will be a plus. Again, the k is equal to again 2. Correct now? Then 0.53 power of 2 divided by 2 factorial means 1 into 2. Again plus. Next k will be a 3. Then 3 is equal to what? N is equal to 3. Then 0.53 to the power of 3 divided by 3 factorial. How to write this 3 factorial? 1 into 2 into 3. Again plus a to the power of 4. A to the power of 4 means 0.53 divided by power of 4. 4 divided by the 4 factorial will be a 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. Okay, add all this, you will get the denominator value. Okay, divided these two value, then you will get grade of service equal to 0.0017. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Clear? Clear about this one?
Sir,
Doubt?
ಕೇಗೂ ನಾವು ಇದೇ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾ ಸರ್? 4 ತಗೋಬೇಕಾ?
K is equal to 0 to 4. Okay, both will be same only. Initially told now in the previous derivation, for ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ಸ್ ನ ನಾವು ಸೇಮ್ ತರನೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ದ ಕೆ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್, n is equal to also number of lines. Okay, the value will be same, but we are
Yes.
differenting with different names. Okay, terminology we are using here. Okay, a to the power of k also will be a same only, number of lines only. The k is equal to 0 to n. N is equal to what? 4, no?
Yes, sir.
See, listen here. The x is equal to n. Okay, what is x? X is equal to what? X is equal to 0 to n. Okay, the x will be from 0 to n. Similarly, k also will be 0 to n only. X and k both are the call in progress. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you will get this equation. Okay, you do it in your home. Okay, you do this one. Okay, it is very simple mathematical expression. Okay, okay, then we'll get GOS. There is a grade of service is equal to point. We'll get these values 0.0017. Okay, then we should also find out the last traffic. Okay, that's the last traffic. We know that formula for last traffic, grade of service. You know that, no? The grade of service, the B is equal to the last traffic by total traffic covered. There's a general equation that also we discussed in some previous classes. Correct? Now, by using that equation, we can write that one. The last traffic is equal to grade of service into traffic covered. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಸಿ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್? ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ is equal to the last traffic divided by the traffic covered. Then by using the same equation, also you can calculate the last traffic. If you have the value of traffic covered and grade of services, we can also calculate the last traffic. Okay, last traffic is equal to traffic covered into grade of services. Okay, initially we have calculated in the previous the first thing we should second thing we should calculate the grade of services. That is a B. Okay, that is equal to 0.0017 multiply with what is the traffic covered will be a 0.53. Multiply both these value will get the what is the last traffic? We will get 0.000928 Erlangs. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು? Clear about this one?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Please note on this. Please note on this problem. Completed? Completed? Say yes or no?
Completed, sir.
Okay. Again, the next problem is also a very easy problem. Okay, you try it in your home. Okay, here the number of trunk lines will be given 5. N is equal to 5, and then traffic offered will be at 2, and find out the grade of services. Okay, using the same equations. Here there is a number of trunks lines. Offered lines will be a 5. Then you should calculate the denominator. Denominator part will be k is equal to vary from 0, 1, 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus and 5. Okay, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? We can rewrite this equation. ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರಿಬಹುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ the above equation, the B equation can rewrite by A is equal to 5 divided by 5 factorial divided by a to the power of j divided by 0 factorial plus a to the power of 1 by 1 factorial plus a to the power of 2 by 2 factorial plus a to the power of 3 by 3 factorial plus a to the power of 4 by 4 factorial plus a to the power of 5 by 5 factorial. That is the denominator part. Okay, see, I will write here. We can see. It's a denominator. What you can write here like this. Wait a minute. Take some time. See, like that. Okay, suppose k is equal to 0 to n. That should be written in like that. A is a, as usual, a to the power a to the power. Here is a cap. A to the power 1 divided by 1 factorial, that is a 1, plus again what is a is, you put it, a is equal to what is that, 2. Okay, then a to the power of first is 0, the first one is a 0, 0 by 0, and then a to the power of 1 divided by 1 factorial is nothing but 1 only, then plus, then a to the power of 2 divided by 2 factorial. 2 factorial means 1 into 2, correct now? 1 into 2, that is a 2 factorial. Okay, then plus then a to the power of 3. Okay, 3 divided by 3 factorial. 3 factorial is represented by 1 into 2 into 3, correct now? Again plus a to the power of 4 factorial, a to the power of 4 divided by 4 factorial represented by 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. Okay, again plus a to the power of 5 divided by 5 factorial is what, 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into and 5. Okay, this is your new so denominator. These are denominator expressions. Clear about this one? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ? Hello.
Yes, sir.
This is your denominator value. What? Numerator value will be a to the power of n by n factorial is nothing but a to the power of n is nothing but 5 divided 5 factorial means 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. Okay, both value divided will get this the grade of is equal to 0.037. Okay, like that they will simple question they will ask from this topic. Okay, any doubt regarding this? Substitution is very easy. You can, once you get it, the substitution means you can very easy to solve these problems once you know this substitution method. Okay, clear about this? Any doubt regarding this? If no means we'll go for next topic. Just you try to solve this problem. Once you try to solve this problem by using this equation, you will get same value or not, you check it once. Dear students, see, listen here. You should do in you should practice. You practice. You should practice means you'll get this. You practice ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. For everything, okay, you should practice. We have enough availability of materials will be there. Okay, take the materials and you solve some more problems. We'll get it. If you not practice, it means you can't solve these problems. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ? ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Clear? Any doubt regarding this?
No, sir.
Okay. See, like that we can see, observe here, like that we'll get it. Okay, for overall expression for the Erlang formulas, please note on this very important thing. Okay, this is a determination. Okay, this is a denominator, this is a numerator. Numerator is a a to the power of n factorial. Denominator will be 1 plus a to the power of 1 plus a to by 2 factorial, like that, a to the power of n by n factorial. So, okay, we can see how many number of lines is given in the particular problem. That much you should do it. Okay, it's suppose 5 means till up to 5, it is 4 means till up to 4. Okay, clear about this one? Okay.
Wait, sir. We are writing.
Oh, writing. Okay. It is very simplified. Okay. What you are showing that previous slide expression, the same thing expression should be simplified like this. Okay. Summation of x equals 0 to n to the power of 8 to the power of k by k factor n factorial is there. Now that should be read like this. Hmm? Please note down this, very important. Hmm. See, and then one more thing after this. See, this factorial, the denominator factor is also there is 1 plus 8 to the power of 1 factorial plus 8 to the power of 2 factorial plus till 8 to the power of n by n factorial. That is in an exponential formula. Okay, this is the this expression is represented as a part of exponential series. Okay, it's a exponential series. That's why the denominator, this denominator can be represented as a 8 to the power of p. It is a exponential goes on increases exponential expressions. Okay, then we can return as b of this is a grade of service. There is a b will be represented by 8 to the power of n by n factorial divided by e to the power of a. Okay. Okay, this is also called as a expression obtained by the Poisson formulas. Okay, we can return as grade of service b is equal to 8 to the power of n by n factorial into 1 divided by e to the power of a. Okay, the b is there now. The b denominator part will be a exponential series. Okay, that will be represented e to the power of a. Then should be equal to the 8 to the power of n by a into n factorial. Okay, 8 to the power of n by a into n factorial. This is also a expression for the Erlang, first Erlang. Okay, distributions. It is also called as a Poisson distribution. Okay, please you note on this also. Clear about this one? Any doubt regarding this? See, there is a series expressions will be there in a mathematical. Okay, in M1, M2, M3 you are studied. Correct. 1 plus 8 to the power of 1 plus 8 to the power of by 2 factorial. That is called as a exponential equations. Okay, or you can also call as a exponential series. Okay, that's why the denominator part will be rewritten by the 8 to the power of a. Then b is equal to 8 to the power of n by n factorial by ea. Then n by ea is equal to n factorial. Okay, the same equation will be remodified and it will be presented in this form. Clear about this one? Any doubt? If you have any doubt means please ask me. Okay.
Completed, sir.
Okay. Next is the probability of x simultaneous call. Okay, the probability of x simultaneous calls. Same by using same Erlang formulas should calculate the probability of their being x simultaneous calls. Here they are considering the average number of simultaneous calls that will be represented by a, and the total trunk is will be represented by n, and probability of x trunks being engaged is given by p of x 8 to the power of n by n factorial divided by the same exponential series equations. Suppose here in this expression n is equal to infinite large. Okay, there's a it will be very high. Okay, infinite it will be large. Then the p of x. Okay, for simultaneous calls. Okay, it is for simultaneous call. That is equal to 8 to the power of x divided by the e to the power of a into x factorial. That is equal to 8 to the power of x by x factorial into e to the power of minus a. Okay, in this probability, all the number of trunks being simultaneously engaged. Okay. The equation will be same as in the previous Erlang equations, but here considering choosing that the number of traffic will be average number of simultaneous traffic considering this equation. Okay, and then the number of calls, simultaneous calls process. Okay, this is the simultaneous calls that will be represented by small x. Okay, if you solve this, if suppose in the exam they will ask simultaneous call simultaneous call based problem is nothing but it should take the traffic. What is the traffic will be of offered in the given, that should be average traffic should be considered for this equations. Okay. Clear? Any doubt regarding this?
No, sir.
Okay. Both the expression will be same, but there they're considering the full what is the total traffic offered here in the given network. Here we should have take the what is the average traffic. That's the different. And then X is nothing but number of simultaneous calls. Okay. Here there is X is equal to number of trunks offered. Okay. That is a number of call progress that will be vary from 0 to n. Okay. There's a thing. Okay. We are using the same formula, but we are taking the different way of different values. Okay, you are taking the average value, they will taking the total value. That's the difference. Okay, the next is the second Erlang distribution. Okay, see initially I told there is a two systems will be there. One is the last call system and another one is the delay system. Okay, the last call system will be represented by the first Erlang distribution formula. And queuing system is also called as a second Erlang distribution queuing system. Suppose there is a 10 lines will be there, 15 customer will be there. In a simultaneously, all the 15 customer will make a call means only 10 lines will be available in that particular traffic telecommunication system. Only 10 calls will be get connected, another 5 calls will not connected. Okay, during that 5 calls will be lost. But in the previous expression, in this queuing system, what happened? The 5 calls are not the 5 calls is not lost. Means the queuing system is also called as a message switching. It means that all the 15 customer they'll send the message in the particular time duration. We have only 10 lines are with 10 lines will be there. The 10 customer message will be delivered in the particular time. Another 5 customer message is not delivered because of the conjunctions. Okay, after some time when the traffic will be become free, after become free, then the remaining 5 message will be it is in the queue. Okay, they're not lost. That again will once again will be retransmitted to the particular users, particular person. Okay, here the information is not lost here, but it is in a queue. When the traffic is become free, the same message will be again will be transmitted to the particular user or particular person. That why it is called as a delay system. It takes some delay. Suppose a consumption will be, or traffic consumption will be happened in the particular telephone system, it occurs delay. Okay, it is example. What is the example for delay system is the message, emails. Okay, these are the examples. For last call system is the telephone calls. Okay, there's a difference between the delay system as well as the last call system. Here in the second expression, Erlang second distribution is also called as a delay system, or it's also called as a queuing system. Erlang determined the probability of encoding delay in traffic A is offered to a queuing system with n trunks. In queuing system, the trunk present in the system are called server. Okay, the trunk present in the system is called as a server. The Erlang solution to queuing system is based on the following assumption. Here also we are following some assumption. Okay, all three will be same for previous first Erlang distribution, but last one you can see the call that encounter conjunction are stored in a queue until server become free. Okay, here in the previous is the what do you mean by server? The lines the number of trunks line will be represented as a server in this delay system. In the previous we can take as a number of trunk lines. Okay, the pure chunk traffic, all the things, all the terminating calls, and then all the originating calls are independent random events, and statistical equilibrium and fully availability. Okay, all the lines will be all the number of trunks lines and the number of incoming and incoming lines are both are means we have given fully availability for all the originated calls. And then the fourth assumption will be the call that encounter the conceptions are stored in the queue. Okay, stored in the queue until server become free. It means that what is the indication of this sentence is nothing but it is in a queue. Suppose the server will be the consumption will be happen in the particular time duration. What happen? That message is not lost. It will be stored in queue Okay, after server become free, again the same message will be transmitted to the particular person or user. Okay, and then this system is also called as M by N system. M by N system. Okay. Okay, the assumption 1 to 3. Okay, from assumption 1 to 3, come on to the theory of last call system. Okay, 1 to 3, then same for the this system. However, assumption second, however, the assumption second impulse that the number of traffic is less than the number of trunk lines. If A is equal to greater than N, suppose A is equal to number of traffic effort will be greater than the number of calls entering to the system at a generator rate, then they leave. As a result, the length of the queue must increase towards the infinity. Okay, so it means that suppose the number of traffic will be greater than the number of n. Okay, number of calls, number of trunk lines ge a tumba traffic ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, the length of the queue must be increased towards the infinity, means n number of messages will be stored in the queue. Okay, that's why it is not a statistical equilibrium in the second assumptions. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? In the assumption of second, there is a is less than of n. Suppose you can consider a is less than of n. Suppose the traffic is less than the number of trunk is nothing but we can adopt this second assumptions. Suppose here in this second Erlang distribution, the traffic will be greater than n is nothing but the length of the queue also goes on increases to infinity. That's why this assumption a is greater than or n calls, we are not using this statistical equilibrium assumption. Okay, that can only applicable for the traffic should be that our total of our traffic should be less than the number of trunk lines. Okay, clear about this one? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? See then.
Yes, sir.
Then let us continue. Let us consider the total number of calls in a queuing system. Okay, we should X is the total number of the queuing system. Okay, how many number of calls will be in a queuing system? Okay, suppose when X, the number of calls should be less than n number of trunk lines. Okay, suppose you can see here the X is the total number of calls in a queuing system. Suppose that calls should be less than the number of lines, then X calls are being served and there is no delay. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ದನ್ ದಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಟೆಲಿಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಫೀಸ್. ದೆನ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದಿ ಸರ್ವರ್, ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಡಿಲೇ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಆ ಟೆಲಿಫೋನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ 10 ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಬರೀ 5 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ all 5 calls will be get connected because we have 10 number of lines. Okay, that's why there's no delay will be happened. Okay, when X is less than of n, then X calls are being served and there is no delay. Okay, in the particular time duration only the information will be sent to the particular person. There is no delay will be appear. Suppose we have less number of lines, more number of calls will get. It means the server are busy and incoming calls encounter delay. Okay, there are n calls being served and x minus n calls in the queue system. It means ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಸಪೋಸ್ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 10 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಬರೀ 5 ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಿಸಿ ಸರ್ವರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಈಗ 10 ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಕಲರ್ಸ್ದು 5 ಕಾಲರ್ದು ಟ್ರಂಕ್ ಲೈನ್ ಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ನು 5 ಕಾಲ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಕ್ಯೂ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್? 5 ಕ್ಯೂ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್ ಅಂಡ್ 5 ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಸರ್ವ್ಡ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 10 ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 5 ಟ್ರಂಕ್ಸ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 5 ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನು 5 ಕ್ಯೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೈನ್. ಓಕೆ, suppose when X is equal to greater, X is nothing but number of total call will be greater than n, then the server are busy. Okay, then incoming calls are encounter the delay. Okay, and the number of calls being, there are n call being served and x minus n calls in the queue. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 5 ಲೈನ್ಸ್ 5 ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ವ್ಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ 5 ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಯೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, x is equal to 10, 10 minus 5 will get 5 will be served and 5 5 will be in a queue only. Okay, clear about this one? Then suppose there is no queue. So there is a two conditions based on this: when x is equal to greater than n and when x is equal to less than n. When x is equal to less than n means there is no delay. Okay, if x is equal to greater than n, but delay will be encountered. Okay, suppose there is no queue and the behavior of the system is same as the last call system in the absence of conjunction. Okay, suppose the first case x is equal to less than or equal to n, nothing but is same as the last call system only. The behavior of the system will be same as the last call system. What is that? P of x is equal to e to the power x by x factorial into p of 0. If x is equal to, if x is equal to, okay, if x is equal to less than of n, it is same as the last call system. Okay, here there is no conjunction. Okay, no calls will be queue and the probability of x calls is given by p of x is equal to e to the power of x by x factorial into p of 0. Okay, suppose if x is equal to greater than n, okay, then the delay will be encountered. Okay, some of the calls will be in a queue. Okay, the probability of all call arriving is very short period of time delta t is given by, that is a p of a. P of a is nothing but arriving call at the particular time. Then a is equal to delta t by t. Okay, it is the h is the mean or average service time. Okay, then the probability of the transition from x minus 1 calls. Okay, because x minus 1 call is nothing but it is in a queue. Okay, and out of some 10 calls, out of 10 calls, we have only 5 trunks, nothing but 5 will be get connected, another 5 will be it is in a delay. Okay, that's why the what is the probability of the x minus n? There is a x minus 1. Here I am considering x minus 1. Okay, the probability of transition from x minus 1 calls to x call in the particular time duration delta t is given by p of x minus 1 is to x. Okay, p of x minus 1 is to x. This is the equation: p of x minus 1 to x. The p of x minus 1 into p of a. What is x is equal to p of a? P of x minus 1 you don't know. Correct? Now there is a this number of calls will be in a queue system. Then that is equal to p of x minus 1 into a into delta t by h. P of x minus 1 into a into delta t by h. This is the probability for the transition for x minus 1 calls to x calls. Okay, x minus 1 calls to x calls. Okay, then